and do a little bit of geometric art. And I've already drawn this picture, a lot of lines. So we're going to go and do some coloring. And what I've chosen here is greens and browns going towards a little bit of orangey and one a little bit towards grey. And let's get cracking and see how it's going to look like. There we go. So let's go and start coloring. So I think what I will do is I've got my right. Let's see if that works. Looks like it's spreading a bit. Might end up doing this by hand after all. Yep. I think that will work better than with the ruler. There we go. So like that. Don't know how you guys are, but we here in UK are under a heat wave. And normally when that happens, I joke about it. I just say, oh, we have a heat wave and it's gone by the time you start looking for lighter clothing. And that's just because normally the heat waves don't really feel like much of a heat wave. This time we are having a proper one. And everybody's really feeling it. Normally people start complaining how hot it is when it's just above 20. So you can sort of guess how they are feeling now that it's above 30. So we shall see. Today is going to be one of the hottest days. So we'll see how we cope. I think everybody's having their fans on. Everybody's having the lightest possible clothing. And we shall see how we get on with it. There we go. I think it's gonna be the main topic of discussions here, just because it's scorching hot. How are you guys wherever you are? Are you feeling the heat? Are you struggling with the heat wave as bad as we are here? I think most of the Europe has it at the moment. So, proper scorching summer. There we go. So this is our structure in the middle. And then what I'll start doing is I'll start warming it up a little bit. So let's go and do leather brown. Put it next to the darker brown. There we go. And what I think I will do is I'll put some music on for you to listen while you watch the coloring. Hope you can hear that. There we go. So I chose to go towards yellow here a little bit. Just going with browns and greens for this one. A little bit of orange. And we'll just see how it looks like. There we go. And the next color, I'm thinking, might just be more orange. Something nice for the little triangles. There we go. And one more big triangle to do. I've chosen this design. This somehow reminds me of African design. The clothes, the patterns. I don't know how you guys feel about it. And that's why I also chose these earthy colors for it. Just sort of looks very much like the kind of design. Hi IT Siberian, nice to have you here. Yeah, so that's why I chose these colors, because I thought they would suit well the design. Okay. A little bit wet on the sides, so there's a little bit of spillage. Should have probably waited a bit longer, but to be honest, because it's so hot in here, even inside is hot, and it just means that everything dries quite fast. There we go. I'm just gonna continue, and let's see if we put more relaxing music on. Relaxing music for a relaxing morning. There we go. So I've now advanced to these areas that are going to be more green. So don't know if you watched from the beginning. So I said that I would be doing some greens, I would be doing some browns. So this is now the green area. And rather than having exactly matched sides like I had here with these two, I've gone for a slightly different design for up and down. And I guess I don't have a clear up or down, so you could basically keep it either way. And yeah, now we're just filling in with greens, and then maybe a bit more brown towards the end. We'll see how this looks like, how this turns out. There we go. There we go. So what I've decided to do here is to bring the brown all the way through, just to keep a continuous line. I think it will look better. But then it just means that I have this one odd triangle that is here without a friend. And I'll need to figure out what color to put there. So let's just go and do orange. Yep, so today it's very much oranges and yellows and a little bit of green. There we go. Alright. And what I will think I will do here is I will swap over, make it a little bit more exciting looking. And I'll need to have another color for the other side. Any suggestions? What color would you like to see in our design? Need to figure that one out. There we go. So we've got one side, and I'm wondering if the color that I used here is this, and I think it is. So let's go for that color. There we go. So we've got many different browns, and going a bit orangey today in our design. There we go. Pretty much getting there. And then it's just figuring out what to do with that one triangle that is still white and looks rather lonely. There we go. And now it's just a lonely triangle. Mohammed Saleh, hey, nice to see you here. I try to say hi to everybody who comes and who writes something. It's lovely to see you here. Thank you for coming. Hope you're still watching so that you can hear me. Okay, so the question is, are we going to go for a lighter green or are we going to go for a darker green here? So I had already chosen a green, but now I'm slightly doubtful. I think it might be a bit too dark. And I think this green is also dark, but I think it somehow fits better because it's got this kind of a yellowy undertone, and the other one was more bluish, I felt. So there we go. You got some green coming in. Okay, one triangle done. Let's try and get it a bit more even. There we go. And then there's the other triangle. There we go. Few more strokes and we almost have it. So going from lighter to darker in a bit of a sequence. There we go. There it is. That is our African inspired design today. There we go. So, I hope you liked it. It was lovely to see you here. and hope to see you again. Have a lovely day. Bye.